Hi everyone, it's Nisha. It's Friday, so today we're gonna have a chat. First of all, I wanted to say welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you're gonna enjoy my channel. I'm looking forward to your comments, and I have to say thank you to Angie, Hot and Flashy, because most of you came over from Angie after she mentioned me in her latest video. Thank you, Angie. I look at Angie as my bigger sister. Oh, I don't mean bigger that way because I'm much bigger than her. Angie's tiny, but she's tiny bit older than me. So, and we have started our channels within 2 days of each other, I think, and we immediately found each other and we were chatting. And I still often, you know, if something worries me or if I have any question, I will privately message Angie. And I really hope that one day I'm gonna meet Angie and we have a glass of wine or two. In fact, all my friends here on YouTube, and you know who you are, all my fellow YouTubers, they are so much fun that I really, do you know what I wish for? That one day we all could have like a conference somewhere and had a good chat and good drink and then go shopping. No, go shopping first, then have a good chat and good drink and go dancing. Okay, so I just quickly wanted to say to my new subscribers that I usually upload twice a week. If you see a video from me on Tuesday, it's usually a tutorial or something to do with makeup or hooded eyes. And on Fridays I do this Friday favorites chat, and this is a bit longer video, so if you're not into that, you won't like it because I talk a lot, you will see. And on Fridays I usually answer questions. If I get few of the same questions throughout the week in my comments, then I write them down, and I think it's easier if I just answer it on here. I also tell you about my favorites, what I've enjoyed that week using and why, and sometimes I do small haul if I purchase something, and just general chat. So I hope you will enjoy those. Okay, so as usual, I'm gonna answer some questions. So I had a question about good concealer for dark circles, and I talk about it a lot. I think people often mistaken eye bags for dark circles. They're two totally different things. Dark circles is just the discoloration under your eyes, and bags is what I have, the loose skin where you can see that, what would you call it? Trough. We're using this trough. So as I've explained before, if you have bags, you can't use really brightening light under concealers because they will emphasize the bags. So I would not know what to use for dark circles because I don't have dark circles. I have bags, so I'm not the right person to ask really. So that was one thing. Filming setup. This today and most of the time where I film is our home office. My husband spends most of the time here, so it's a bright mess. That's why I've got this screen, because it's not very pretty, it's quite manly. I'm sitting at the desk in front of a mirror, window, and my Mac computer, and the camera that I'm videoing on is built into the computer, and I use the iMovie editing program that is already on the Mac computer. I don't have any special lighting. I think the best way is to film in front of the window in a daylight, but not with the sun shining straight at you when the sun's gone away. And above I've got just like normal room light that I always put on, and that's it. Sometimes I film on my little HD camera, like a handheld, which I put on a tripod, and then I sit in my bedroom usually, and that's in front of the mirror. Yes, I do sit a lot in front of the mirror, but I mean in front of the window. So I don't have anything, you know, I don't have these professional lights, whatnot. Yeah, it's just as it is. So if the lighting sometimes is off, if it's not very good, then that's what it is. You know, I'm not a film director, so I don't have a clue how to do those things. Okay, so that was my filming setup. Where's my watch from? Okay, so someone's been asking about my watch. It's just a Citizen Eco Drive, and it's like silver with some diamonds and that white ceramic bracelet. It's one of those that you never have to have batteries for or wind up, you know, the eco whatever, I don't know, but that's what it is, Citizen Eco Drive. Okay, now, so I've had some questions about, you know, when I do the tutorials and I keep talking about the crease, find your crease. And someone asked me, well, where do you find your crease? How do you decide where your crease is? And I thought that was a very good question. So what I have done, I have videoed like a quick demo, I would say, and I will post that probably on Tuesday instead of Tuesday tutorial. So look out for that. Okay, I wanted to ask you something. When I make my videos, I like to always do, you know, a little intro at the beginning and sometimes have the fancy transitions. It's just because I like pretty things. I like things to look nice. But it does take a bit of time, which I don't mind because I enjoy it. But tell me if you care about it. Do you want me to keep doing it, or you just want me to appear, talk to you and say goodbye and that's it? Do you care about all the pretty stuff? Because if you don't, then I might not do it. But I still want to do it. Never mind. Just tell me if that annoys you or you don't want it. Because some people sometimes say, oh, the video was very good but far too long. So maybe that will save on time as well. Okay, now a few updates. I don't have any more questions to answer today. A few more updates. Update on my eyelash serum. And if you remember, I found this recipe for homemade eyelash serum with, it was vitamin E oil, jojoba oil and pure aloe vera gel. And I've been using it now for over a month, and I am so annoyed because what I did when I started using it, I took a picture of my eyelashes without makeup on my phone, and some of you who follow me on Instagram will know that, I don't know, a week ago or just over a week ago, I dropped my phone and it broke and I lost all my pictures, all my contact numbers. It was a nightmare. So I'm annoyed because I don't have that picture now. But I can tell you, only just now I started noticing the difference, and they do look thicker and tiny bit longer. I wouldn't say that they've grown, you know, I don't think eyelashes grow like this, otherwise we would have to keep going to hairdresser to have them cut. But yeah, they are definitely looking better. But like I said before, anything like that you moisturizing the root of your lash will help. So, but I think with those things, even those expensive eyelash serums, it takes a long time. So I've only just started noticing difference now, and it's been just over a month. So, and I was putting it on at first religiously every night, and then whenever I remembered, really. So I think as long as you moisturize your lashes with something, they will be fine. Now, last week I told you about the Bravura London 30% glycolic acid that I bought, and I've done now 2 treatments because it's supposed to do one a week. So I always do mine on Sunday, but you know, my video last Friday was pre-recorded, so yeah, anyway, I've done 2 treatments, and I was so scared to doing the first one. I was imagining burning my face off or something, but to be honest, now it went really well. It didn't even sting. the second time I did it for a bit longer. So the first treatment I did 2 minutes, the second I did 3 minutes, and I started feeling a bit of a tingling, and then when I put the neutralizer on it, it was stinging a bit. But this treatment is not one of those that then for weeks your skin is visibly peeling. It's very superficial. It's supposed to just dissolve the glue between, you know, that holds on to those dead skin cells. I don't know if I don't see any difference here, definitely not. So you're supposed to do 6 weeks, so I won't know till 6 weeks is up. But yeah, it was very easy to use and didn't hurt, and I still have skin on my face, so it was fine. Okay, right, I've got another exciting thing to tell you. I've got a blog. So a lot of you have been asking me, have you got a blog? Have you got a blog? And I didn't. And like I said, with everything, I just learn on a job. Sorry, I keep playing with that little elastic band. I'm learning on a job. So my son again, these kids these days are brilliant. They're very good accessory to have. They help you with all your technology questions. So my son told me, Mum, there is this brilliant website called Weebly.com, and I will put it down below. And you can have your own website for free with all the tools to create it. It's amazing. But you also have an option to have a website that you pay for. It's got a bit more options, and obviously your website address is a bit different. But I really like it, and I've only done about 3 posts on them, so I thought I won't tell you about it till I've got something on there. I will always put one of my video every time I post a video on YouTube. I will post one there as well, just in case, you know, you don't want to look through all the videos. I will post some swatches always of stuff and pictures of things that I've bought. I don't know, it's just fun. I'm just testing it. Tell me what you think. So when you go to it, I will leave the link to it in the description box. When you go to my site, because it looks more like a website, not just a blog, you will see on the home page, you will see home, then about, blog and shop. So in home there is just a bit about myself, a bit about myself and some pictures, and then you go onto the blog, because that's where I post, you know, stuff. And then I've got shop, just in case at some point I decide maybe to sell something on it, like my makeup, or, you know, like people on here do their blog sales. But there is nothing in my shop right now. But yeah, if any of you fancy having a blog, it's a great site, honestly. Have a look at it. It's so easy to create. Max just showed me really quickly, and, you know, trial and error. I'm still learning, so forgive me if it's not looking very professional, but it's only makeup, isn't it? It's nothing very, very serious that we're talking about. So that's my blog. Right. Okay, let me tell you now a bit about my favorites. What was my favorite this week? I didn't know, because I've been buying a few things, and it mostly seemed to be lip products. By the way, don't ask me what is on my lips, because I've changed my lipstick and glosses 500 times today, so I don't know what it is on my lips anymore. So let me start with this. It's dirty because I've used it today. The Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And I've reviewed it, I compared it to the Beauty Blender, and I said that I will still choose Beauty Blender. But I started using it this week, and with the attitude, imagine that you've never had Beauty Blender and you don't know what Beauty Blender is like, and how do you feel about it? Do you know what? Honestly, if you don't have Beauty Blender, don't worry at all, because that does exactly the same job. Very, very good job. I actually find this better if you have very full coverage foundation that can be a bit cakey and you want to sheer it out, because this one I think holds on to a bit more water, so it's a bit wetter. So the wetter it is, the more sheer your coverage will be. So honestly, especially with the price, I mean, Beauty Blender is ridiculous price. So to be honest, I'm thinking if something happened to my Beauty Blender, I maybe wouldn't even rebuy it. I just buy this one. Yeah, so if I was using, I think, Beauty Blender one day and one day this, I'd probably keep thinking more about Beauty Blender, but I just used this the whole week and I thought, you know what, perfect. I like it. So that was my favorite this week. And then favorite foundation, which I'm wearing today as well, it has been the Astalift Light Analyzing Moisture Foundation, and mine is in the darkest that they come, because you know it's the Japanese company. Fujifilm makes these, and I've done a review on this foundation. And the thing with it is, like, some days I would really love it, some days I wouldn't like it. And that's what I wanted to say to you. Don't ever give up straight away on any product that you have bought, and unless it's some color that absolutely there is no way it's going to work for you. But thing with foundations and lipsticks is you can make them work. You just have to try to put them on different way, with different bases, with different primers, and that's what I did with this. So I actually sat down every morning when I was putting this on, and every morning I did it with different primer, and I would write down what I've used and check at the end of the day how I liked it. And this I liked the most over Rachel K Neutral, the original CC cream, so I put that, then this, and then I do my usual thing with a bit of Laura Mercier, Rich Vanilla or Classic Beige, and I usually put my Ashiko powder through the middle, and I really, really liked it. It gives me lovely coverage, the colour is good, I don't know, I like it a lot now. So I know now what I have to use it with in order to like the foundation. So if you have a foundation you think, I'm not sure about it, it's not working for me, do that. Just use it for a week, and every day use it maybe with different primer or with different powder on the top of it. Use it one day with brush, one with sponge. That's another thing. When I use this one with my stippling brush, I wasn't that happy, but with my beauty sponge I like it a lot. So I've been using all week these two. Also, you know, even with colors, like I have told you, if I have, I think, about 8 different foundations, and they're all different shades, but you can make them work. If I've got the Clarins foundation, Everlasting Foundation, I think that's what it is called, and mine is in honey, I think, but it is very pale colour. So if I feel it's too pale, I just warm up my face with a bit of bronzer or something like that. Oh, I often like mixing 2 foundations together. You know, like sometimes you buy full coverage foundation and you think, it's a bit too thick, I have like this mask like makeup on. Mix it a bit with some dewy foundation, and then you get almost like the best of both worlds. Like, I really love, I tell you, my favorite combination is Estee Lauder Double Wear, because on its own I love it, but that's more of an going out foundation, you know, I can plaster it on then. But in the day I still like full coverage, but something that doesn't look very cakey. So I really love mixing Estee Lauder Double Wear with YSL, the Touche Eclat foundation. I've got the Youth Liberator, and I can mix these two as well. but if I mix it with Touche Eclat, I just get the perfect balance. So I have a long staying foundation because of the Estee Lauder, but it's not so flat and matte because of the Touche Eclat. So that's all I'm saying. If you've bought something and you think, oh, this is not working for me, especially when it's something expensive. That's how I started trying these things with different things, because I cannot throw away something very expensive. I'm like determined to make it work. So so that's what I do. So try that. Now, Charlotte Tilbury airbrush flawless finish powder, and mine is in 2. Someone asked me, is it really worth buying? Okay, I've been using it every day. So let me tell you now, I've had the chance to use it for a bit longer, what I think about it. It was very difficult for me to answer this question, because till last time I've used pressed powder would be years ago. I usually put my foundation on and some sort of mineral powder, which is loose, and I will put some HD loose powder through my T-zone. So I haven't used pressed powder for a very long time. I must say, this one, it does really give you this airbrushed finish. And people said, does it look cakey? It could look cakey if you put a lot. All I do, I take big fluffy brush and I just tap it in there and go through my middle and like here, and I feel like it gives me this really lovely look. But this powder won't keep you matte, which is not a bad thing, because at first when you put it on it might look a bit matte, but if you have a bit oily T-zone and your oil starts coming through, then it's quite nice. So it's not that great for shine control. It does make you look quite flawless, and if you don't overuse it, it won't look cakey. I only use it through here really. So I do like it. Again, I can't make up my mind yet if I will use it. You will have repurchase it. You will have to wait for my empties, and that's when I'm usually making up my decision in my mind if I'm going to repurchase it or not. Another favorite this week has been my Benefit WhatsApp, and it's the highlighter. I love it because it's supposed to look a bit like a light bulb, and it's one of those sticks, and it comes with this little spongy bit, which I don't use at all. The problem with highlighters like this is I've got a good trick for it, because if you just go like this over it, you can deposit too much or take your foundation off, because it is quite dry. So how I've been using it, I go like this for a few seconds and you can feel it then melting. You're basically warming up the product, and then it's quite creamy, and I just pat it in like this, and that way I'm not taking my makeup off. So you just have to work it a bit to make it a bit warmer and creamy. And I don't use this because I find that sponge would take your makeup off as well. So yeah, I've been loving this highlighter this week, and this will be surprise to you, another Charlotte Tilbury. So you know, I've just done the haul of her stuff and the tutorials, and I said that this one, the Sophisticate, I like it, but I prefer the other one. Well, guess what? I've been using this all week, so I suppose that is saying something. Since I don't know, just every morning I think, what shall I put on today? Well, this is easy, and I know I can get a nice look out of it. And I've got that on today, but I've got something else here in the corner. I'll show you in a minute. But yes, I have been using the Sophisticate every day, and like I've shown you in my tutorials, you can make quite dramatic look, or you can make it quite daytime. So yes, I really like this one. don't get me wrong, I love the other one, but I think because it's the Rock Chick is all these greys, charcoal colours, it's more of a really going out smoky eye. But I will do a tutorial with that one as well. And I've got, I was gonna do haul, but I think it will be too long. You see, I can see this video is already long. It's so hard. I'm thinking I've been only here 10 minutes, but it's only almost half an hour. So it will be too long. I might do like a small separate haul. What I bought this week is this, and that is Clarins eyeshadow in Smoky Plum, and it's from the new spring collection. It's just a solo eyeshadow. It is, what is it called? Ombre Mineral. It says mineral eyeshadow in Smoky Plum, and there is another one that is like a golden pink, I think. Love it. So I saw there is this blogger Karen that I follow on her blog, and she show the swatches and stuff on her blog, and I thought I really like that. So I have a Clarins counter near me, so I went and swatched it, and I love it because, you know, with I told you before, I've got some Clarins stuff, and I think some stuff is really nice, but the quads, I don't like them at all. I don't think they have very good color payoff, or I just don't like them. So I didn't expect much from that one, but when I swatched it, it is a beautiful color, and I just adore the packaging. Clarins the packaging looks so lovely, but it's not as expensive. So it is Smoky Plum. It is a plummy taupey color. So if you like I do, can you see it? It's just so me. The payoff is amazing, and by the way, you can use them wet and dry. So this is just like one. I'm just looking where you can see the true color, because it is very, very shimmery. It changes the color. So this is just one swipe. Now let me do like a heavier swatch. Oh, it's just beautiful. So I have a bit of it in outer V, but I've done the other day just all over look, just with that one eyeshadow, and it is gorgeous. So yes, I would strongly recommend you to get this one if you love that taupey, plummy colors. Oh, I am excited, can you tell? So that's what I bought. I think that's it for today. I thought you would be much shorter than this, but it wasn't. Yeah, so like I said, oh, by the way, I've had my hair done a couple of days ago. As you can see, it's much darker, because now I'm having the dark put in every time I have it on. Because you know, when I was really blonde, and then you put that dark on a blonde, because the blonde's been so bleached and porous, it just sucks up the color, whereas now this is, I think, third time that I've had it done. Now the dark goes on the top of dark, so it stays there a bit dark. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this visit with me today, and like I said, I will do haul separately, because otherwise this video will be far too long. So thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and I see you soon. Bye.